I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. I am. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Vikings going up against the Panthers.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line with the Minnesota Vikings. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie, or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Bridgewater, throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Bridgewater. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They try again with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Play action now. Bridgewater. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about at the 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart finding some room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go back to Stewart on first. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Stewart on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
On second down, here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll push his way up to about the 14. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious. Give you a little... And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Cam Newton, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gano out to kick this one away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Latavius Murray, the 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 73 yards, and the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. So they're going to go for 2. They'll let Stewart try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
Bridgewater now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Green's got it over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go back to Murray on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
That was second down run for Murray. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now they'll run. Murray. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. A toss to Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, Murray. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays.
Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. It's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing again is Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punt.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Linval Joseph, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on second down is Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Newton now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Newton. And that is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have them, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have them. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. The defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's brought down after a good game. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Bridgewater on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They go with Murray again. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And it sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And nothing there on the return that got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A fresh set of downs, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Marcel Reese, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Let's go. Luke, yay. Luke, yay. Tagger.
A run. It's Murray. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They pitch it out to Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Green with a catch left side. 20, and he is down deep into Carolina territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 49 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run with Murray, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he tugged this one badly. Badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay. Right where it is. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw is Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Charles Johnson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Play fake. Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. Do that. Do that. Force.
This is Murray. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And Forbath's kick is no good. It's wide left for Forbath, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, on the bright side, you still have the good-sized lead, but this has to be troubling. His 3rd miss of the game.
Well, fortunately, they haven't really needed him thus far. But he's an important part of what they're trying to do, so they definitely need to get him back on track.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now it's Newton, eluding the pressure right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yard? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's Murray. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Minnesota, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time.